Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about the Democratic primary in New Hampshire, which takes place on Tuesday. We have talked about this a little before, but it's worth going over again because it's a primary that isn't a primary, but it's going to be historic. And even though there's no delegates, some of the people definitely, this is make or break for them, even though Biden's not even going to be on the ballot. It's a mess. So, real quick, we're going to recap how we got to this mess. The National Democratic Party, the DNC, they decided that the first primary was going to be in South Carolina because they wanted the first primary to be more representative of the Democratic Party. New Hampshire has like a law that says they have to be the first primary. So the state party, well, they're going ahead with the primary. The DNC said there's no delegates that are going to be awarded from this. And Biden, A, because he has to follow the DNC rules, and B, because he was kind of instrumental in choosing South Carolina as the first primary, he's not on the ballot. But that doesn't mean that it's not important, even though the DNC has called this primary, the New Hampshire primary, they called it meaningless and detrimental. That's silly. That doesn't even make sense. It can't be both. It can be meaningless or it can be detrimental, but it can't be both of them. Okay, so from Biden's point of view, he's going to be a write-in candidate. For those people who are trying to primary Biden, this is make or break. They got to win. If he beats them as a write-in candidate, they're going to have a real hard time convincing people that they're going to beat him when he's actually on the ballot. So it is very important for Williamson, for any of them. It's incredibly important for them to show very, very well, and somebody has to beat him. Has to beat Biden. Even though they won't get any delegates if they do win. From Biden's point of view, if he wins, the other people who are trying to primary him, well, they don't matter anymore. They couldn't even beat me when I wasn't even on the ballot. If he loses, what did you expect? I wasn't on the ballot. He's in a win-win position. So, the question is, do any of the people trying to primary Biden, do they have a chance? Kinda, because Biden didn't do well in New Hampshire last time. So unless attitudes have greatly shifted towards him in a positive way, there is a chance that one of the other people vying for the nomination are actually capable of beating him. But they don't get anything if they do. If they win, they get nothing, except the ability to stay in the game. That's really what this boils down to. And for Biden, it's win-win. So, Tuesday is going to be both meaningless and super important. Meaningless because there's no delegates, but it's super important because it is going to decide whether or not any of the primary challenges really get to go forward. I mean, this, if they lose, it's not like it knocks them out of the primary, but they're going to have a much harder time moving forward. So, we will have to wait and see how it plays out on Tuesday. But that's what's going on with that giant mess up in the live free or die state. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.